So I do apologize for my about hour and a half-ish lateness on 3 no Line. I thought to myself, you know what, I should get outside a little bit more because if I stay in this place any longer, I might just go insane. That's what I did. I went out for a bit. It kind of cleared my head slightly. Got kind of a bit of like kind of away time. So it was kind of alright. And Argos will not leave me alone. Argos, I don't need to buy any jewelry for anyone. I don't know what's going on with quality lately, though. Quality on the actual microphone to actually for live stream is going a bit weird. I noticed that with JoJo yesterday. I was like, huh. Sounds strange. But I guess it's just what you get with YouTube. So what can you do? Oh, God, Jesus Christ. And there goes, and now my chest starts trying to, like, murder itself because it always does that. Okay, anyway. So, I have returned today to do the next episode of 3 no Line, being episode 10, and as we know, it's getting pretty freaking serious, like, really freaking quickly. I mean, last week's one was kind of sort of had its depressing parts, but for the most part, it was actually kind of nice. I was like, you know what? It's a nice episode. I mean, it had a nice message the whole entire time. Granted, it kind of did paint Ray as the kind of enemy once again, but did it freaking damn well that I can't actually argue with it. And now, I'm going for the fact it might just kind of top off the whole entire, like, kind of arc with Ray, his emotional arc, which actually is pretty freaking interesting, but hopefully we get this whole entire thing done. Oh. Yeah, but I'm kind of getting past my cold right now. I don't know why my chest just feels like it wants to constantly like kill itself. It's like at random points in the day, my chest just gives out, like start coughing like violently. That's why I just kind of have to take breaks every now and then from doing everything because I don't think people want to listen to me just kind of like cough my lungs up. But I'm getting there, so thank you. Don't worry. I'm sort of just slowly progressing through it. Like it's been a kind of a rough couple of, I'd say, week. But anyway, we're here today to do the next episode of Free Guts. So kind of really. Anime episodes are really nice. It keeps me going for the whole entire week, so I'm really kind of excited to see where actual anime goes. Also, Keijo as well. I keep forgetting Keijo's out this season. For some reason, Keijo just leaves my brain completely. I'm like, oh yeah, Keijo's out, isn't it? Yeah, so those 3 animes are the best animes of the season. But anyhow, so yes, without further delay, let's drink some more water. My throat just gives out. Granted, probably by the end of the stream, I probably might just like break down into tears because anime knows when to kind of curveball me completely. And it's hit me in the gut and then say, hey, mate, not being emotionally manipulative here, but it's actually pretty freaking sad. Like, I know. This anime is really freaking good at it. Like, it's one of the things I have to give this anime +4. It's about 1 billion times, but it knows when to emotionally curve you and actually kind of make it seem not so emotionally manipulative like other animes do it. Like, I always give it an example, but Angel Beats was emotionally manipulative throughout the whole entire series. There was no time in that series where I felt like I was genuinely crying for the sake of the characters. No, I think the scene was making it seem like I was meant to cry, but I was too pissed off that I kind of just said, "I'm not crying right now, guys." So yeah, so that's one example of not having to make a person cry. This one, on the other hand, knows when to do it. Like, this one is actually really freaking good at it. I'm actually like, whoa. I've never seen this done, but I'm glad. And also probably, I don't know why, but Magic can maybe cry as well. I think the ending maybe cry a little bit. It's always Shaft shows that know to do it for me. And also sometimes Bones. Anyhow, and also Madhouse. But anyway, so in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Oh god, the opening. I forget this opening's here and I just love it. Oh man. Such a freaking good opening. It fits a show so perfectly as well. That's the other thing to note. Because sometimes when they do openings in these shows, the song's just there for the sake of it, and it just don't know how to make the opening around it. But this one actually, excuse me, compliments the opening itself. It's actually really freaking well done. Like, example, Arjun season 2 opening 1 was horrendous because the song was good, but the opening itself was complete, like, an atrocity because it didn't know what it was doing. I know, 20 episodes, it's like, end of this opening. It's like, I don't want to see it go because I love it so much. It's just a catchy song, but the actual kind of message that actually holds within it is actually even better. It's such a symbolic opening. It's just so freaking good. Damn you, Shaft. And your infinite amazing things that you do regularly. Besides Nisekoi Season 2. Will not forgive you for that anime. Isekai Season 2 was the only anime I'd hated by them. Other than that, I completely loved them all. Can't remember any other ones now. No, I think that's the only one I didn't like. Everything else is pretty sound. I'm looking forward to this episode because I know probably it will break me into 2 pieces. Oh, that shogi sound. Mm-mm. It's even kind of just sad seeing him just on his own in the room itself, because it's kind of it's just presented so freaking like well that it just kind of just gives you such an insight to his character. Damn it, Kyoko's here as well. You know they get serious. And probably emotionally not distressing. I mean, look at how she commands the scene compared to how Ray commands the scene. You can just see it. It's amazingly done. Like Ray is always like framed to being trapped inside the scene, but then you got Kyoko who just commands it. But even they just see his arm and that's it. It's, it's not kind of one of those things you're like, well, okay, but it's still. Kyoko gets better by the minute, but she's just kind of I kind of sit here and wonder, why am I so attracted to her? Yeah. Damn. Keep a tab of that one. 4 minutes 20 seconds in. I'll keep a tab. It's actually a really good thumbnail there. It's true though, because every single word that she says, she's just venomous. So it's just kind of like you get a chill every single time she says a word, because it's just so, I don't know. Because even then, just like Game bomb. Sounds pretty good actually. I kind of do feel sorry for him as well. I feel sorry for most for Ray, but the problem is I feel sorry for the rest of them as well, because because it must really hurt them. Like it must feel terrible. Like just completely like almost get completely taken out while this person's the main focal point because they're the kind of prodigy. It's like, damn. My God, it's actually Reagan. Actually Reagan. Yeah, I know that it seems I don't know because I can see where I lost a train of thought just then. I just don't know what happened to my brain just then. So speaking of event, nah, Reagan's pretty cool though. I don't know. You know who Ray needs to see more of. He needs to see more of the dude that he made friends with because it's one of those things. He's the only one he can take solace with. Like in essence, he can actually just open up to and doesn't actually kind of feel like he's almost losing a battle. He's the only person you can actually kind of get along with, besides Reagan as well. Reagan's pretty cool, but I don't know. Every single person he speaks with, besides I guess thing as well, his actual friends and also Momo, Hina, and Kairi. And Nikaido as well. I don't remember everyone's name for a second. My brains went blank. But yeah, all them. I still feel like the one he actually takes the most solace with is the bloke that he made friends with inside that cafe, and that actually was the crush of Hina. He's just seen more of them more of him because he's just the best person for him. But alas. So when you think about it, here's the thing with that whole entire thing of him actually receiving that shogi set. Like, it's almost like pouring salt into an open wound for the rest of them. Like, in essence, just basically saying, look, you've got a game bomb, you got this massive ass toy, but you're not as good as this kid. Like, this person's better than you. You got this guy as well, no. That's when they actually kick me in the balls, doesn't it, with emotion. That's one thing I like about the show. It subtly pours salt into open wounds. God damn it. I don't think it's direct. How he's not basically saying, look, okay, kids, you're terrible compared to this one kid. But I think you can interpret the whole entire thing by that. They're basically saying, look, okay, he's got the shogi pieces, so he's the one that we concentrate on, while you get the game bomb and get everything else in between. It almost kind of says that. Like, that's why I'm guessing they probably were a little bit, like, kind of apprehensive about the whole entire situation. I mean, that's one way you can read the whole entire scene. It's not like the main reading of the entire scene, you get what I mean? Down that soundtrack. I just don't know. That's how I see it, because it's almost, you could almost read it that way. Because just look at the faces of the kids when they actually saw that. They just changed completely. It just went from, okay, look, I've got Game Bomb, that's pretty freaking cool, but you got shogi pieces. I don't know. It's still, it kind of, when you think about it, it paints Ray to be the antagonist of his own world. When he's not technically trying to be one. He's kind of like, screw that. My throat's killing me. No, but he's just trying. He's not trying to be an antagonist, but he's unintentionally becoming one of his own world. It's kind of sad when you think about it, because he's not actively looking to become the antagonist. He's just doing what he does normally, but it's just as if he finds the wrong situations, and it just kind of makes him seem that way. Yeah, I don't think he realized it himself. I don't think he actively himself wanted to actually say that. Look, kids, you're terrible, but it's almost as if they're reading it that way as well. I don't know. I need to get soundtrack when it comes out. Can you actually buy soundtracks of anime on iTunes? Because I know Yuri on Ice came out on iTunes, but I don't know whether or not anyone else came out on iTunes before this. Soundtrack's really good in this show. But no, I kind of love how they're presenting Ray, because he just kind of unactively looks to become an antagonist. Like he's almost being the completely normal kid, but the world is basically just completely shafting him, and he's basically almost becoming an antagonist. Like, but he does. I think he realizes it himself sometimes as well. So that's the other bad thing about it. Like he realizes, oh Christ, I'm this person, aren't I? I shouldn't really be this person. It kind of makes him feel even worse than he already is. It's sad when you think about it. That's why it's kind of nice that he's found Momo, Hina, and Akairi. Oh hey, how's it going? I guess if you think about it, that kind of just him saying I lost, it almost kind of it makes you wonder what's gonna happen next. Like it doesn't actively show you it, but you can almost imagine what would come next. It's kind of goddamn the show. Actually, it's a post mortem. Wow. Okay. I'm kind of missing the whole entire Shuggy with the cats now. I miss it. Yeah. It's one of those things that you should always kind of just seek it out to the end, because there's always some kind of silver lining somewhere. Like, just kind of giving up in the first hurdle is not the greatest thing to do. Like, it's just kind of like, if everyone did that, then what's the point in kind of continuing with anything? It's always just continue, because you always might just find that opening that you need. Kira, for example. Kira's a perfect example of someone who never gives up, even in the face of adversity, and look what happens to him. Luck's on his side constantly. Sometimes he almost gets out of situations where you wish he didn't. Kind of the prime example. Like, he could probably say, freaking hell, I should give up right now, but he doesn't. Like, Kira just continues going on. Like, it's kind of a weird example to give, but it's kind of like the most valid one there. Kind of a weird one when you think about it. Oh man. Oh no. After Christmas present. Oh god, the birds. It's never a good sign. It's fine when you see birds in anime or anything like that. It's just never a good sign of anything. And there's always the motif of crows, but it's just always birds as well. Birds are just. Oh, never like the idea of seeing them, because it always just kind of paints a bit bad picture in my brain. Oh wow, that was freaking amazingly done. Christ. There's a Phil train. There it is. He's straight in the heart. Oh, Christ. God damn it. He is right, it's the problem. Even he acknowledges the fact that even he has beasts within him. Oh, Christ. Okay, that was depressing as all hell. I didn't expect to go into this episode would kind of be on the verge of like tears, but fracking hell, that kind of hit me even. It kind of hit me further. Like, just that kind of made my heart kind of hurt. Like, oh man, it's a good show. It's a good show when your heart hurts. Like when you cry, that's just one level. When your heart hurts, it's the next level of feelings. It's the next level of feel trains. This anime did it perfectly. Like that could have been done so many different ways. It could have felt a tiny bit forced, but how they did it was exquisite. You can't catch a break. This animation has been renamed Ray Can't Catch a Break. Oh man. Like, again, it kind of just paints back to the whole entire idea. It's just, I don't know. It's him like kind of not actively becoming that antagonist, but the world just kind of makes him seem that way. Is that, I don't know. I almost kind of almost felt like if only he could say that in front of him as well. Just like kind of just speak his mind, just say something. To kind of just say, just don't run away. Just don't look for escapes, and when you think, just accept the fact. Just kind of move forward, just press on. Just kind of just don't give up and everything like that. I just wish he could say it in front of a person, but it's one of those things. At least we're getting Fee next week. Momo, Hina, and Akari, and Grandpa. At least we're getting that next week. Hell if I know if I was going to make it. That's amazing as well. The end card's amazing. Oh wow, it kind of just, I don't know. Oh Christ, my throat's killing me now. So, the Phil straight the chest. No, but oh Christ, my bicycle. Whew. Okay, that was emotionally intense. It kind of just killed you. It kind of just, what it did was it ate you up and just spat you back out and probably ate you again and just said, no fam, you ain't getting us one alive. Like, your emotions will be destroyed. Like, Noragami, nah fam, that was a warm-up. Regards to no line, they hit you straight and actually just leave you just emotionally broken inside. So like, yeah, I feel that. Like, I'm probably by the end of this year, I'm going to be like emotionally broken. I'm not going to feel any emotion, any whatsoever. Nothing. I'm going to be like an emotional brick. It won't get to me. I'll just be like, and then people will be like, Joe, what's happened to you? Why don't you feel these emotions anymore? I'll be like, Frigatsu and Noragami completely killed me. And then that's how I'm going to live my life, rest of my life. But fracking hell. It's just so exquisite. This anime is so freaking phenomenal. Like, I just absolutely adore it. It does everything I want it to do. It does it so freaking perfectly. I can't argue with the show at all. Like, there's not one fault I can find. I mean, you could. I love the framing. The framing of the shots. Yeah, framing the shots are amazing. God damn it. I love me a show that does cinematography freaking amazing. Like, I need the OST as well. The OST is amazing. I love it. I love a show when it can frame a shot really freaking damn well. It's just not completely static. I mean, even static shots in this anime look amazing. It's always something going on. It's always life in these shots. And it just kind of paints a bigger picture of Rei's character just within the shots themselves. Like, it's one of those things I always will hark on about it because it's a lost art form. It's when you present your shots by giving you a bigger insight to the character than just through dialogue. Like, it just does it through framing and also how the character is framed in that shot. I mean, it's amazing. It does it so freaking damn well. It kind of puts any other studio to shame. Like, you just can't argue with Shaft because they can frame a shot and make it look amazing. I mean, when Rei was running away, the whole entire shot, you could just see the isolation that he kind of felt. It was presented in how he was compared to the world itself. And at the beginning with Kyoko as well, it just kind of painted it there perfectly. How she commands the scene compared to how Rei commands the scene. Like, he almost, when you think about it, when you kind of just put it into perspective, he almost doesn't feel like he doesn't feel like a conventional protagonist that you would imagine from an anime kind of like this. In a sense, if you kind of get shows like this that are about something, you kind of would imagine the person that's in the show will be the protagonist that commands the scene that will always win. But how the show go to present to Shogi, how it kind of presents Rei as a character, it just kind of subverts it completely. It's not how you expect it to be. Like, it's almost painting Rei to be an antagonist. It's just, yeah, it's 70% no dialogue. It does it through framing. It's just amazing. But as I said, it paints Rei to be an antagonist. Like, it just paints it so exquisitely. Like, you feel bad for the rest of the people around him because he's not actively doing these things. Like, he's just going about it how he does it normally. But how he kind of almost, in a way, when you think about it, kind of destroys someone is kind of horrible. Like, it tells you a different side of Shogi. Like, it doesn't tell you the normal side of it. It doesn't just give you, okay, so look, when you think about it, Shogi is about people playing Shogi. It's not just that. Like, you could destroy someone's life by winning. Like, it's completely, like, different to what you would imagine it to be before. It's amazing. So when shows do that, it's amazing because it doesn't give you the same thing you've seen all the time. It gives you a different way of seeing it, a different way of interpreting how the actual show plays out. It's amazing. It's how I can say it. It's just phenomenal because shows don't do it all the time. Shows will just give you something conventional and just do it that way. They won't ever try to do something out of the ordinary because they almost don't feel like doing it. And then when some show comes along and goes, no fam, I'm not doing that anymore, you have to kind of give it praise. You have to kind of, like, just say, well, freaking hell, good job, guys. You did a good job here because you're doing something completely different that other people wouldn't do. And then 3 Guts in the Line does it. Like, it's phenomenal. Like, it's just one of those it's one of those animes that you can't help but love it. Like, it does everything so amazingly. There's not one thing out of tune in the show. The show just does every single thing perfectly. Rei's character is amazing. The comedy, sometimes I will say it's not technically always the best in comedy, but it's not the kind of thing I kind of say, oh, freaking hell, don't watch a show anyway. Like, yeah, that's the other thing as well. I agree completely with that one. It's different. That's what I love about it. It's not what you've seen before. When shows paint a sport to be something completely different to what you imagine, it's when you just kind of just go, well, freaking hell, yeah, you know what? I never saw it that way, so it's kind of nice to doing it because it's different. It's not just, look, okay, so if I win this, I'll go up in the league. Or if I win this, I might just do something better in my life. No, if I win this, I will get personal satisfaction out of it, but I might destroy this person's life while doing so. Like, it just doesn't do it normally. It doesn't just kind of just tell you, okay, so nothing will happen to that person that loses. Like, none of that 10 times probably nothing will happen to that one person. It's just a character who Rei's got to fight. But other times it will just do something completely different. It will tell you, no, okay, so this person goes through a lot of hell at home once he loses. So if he loses one more time, you can imagine what will happen next. And it kind of makes you want Rei not to win. It kind of makes you want Rei to lose, so that person wins. So then you don't feel that. You kind of don't feel that kind of, I guess, I can't explain it now. You don't feel that thought process of thinking that something bad will happen once he actually gets home. I just don't know. It's just one of those things. I love it because it doesn't do it conventionally. It's unconventionally. It kind of takes a conventional idea and kind of turns it on the head and gives it something completely different. You're like, yeah, okay, I like it. Yeah, it's kind of a situation you feel so much more personal to the people you encounter, and their circumstances play much bigger into the role. Yeah, I can see that now. You kind of learn a lot more about the sport as time goes on as well. The other thing to know, you kind of just learn how the sport plays out. It's kind of interesting to think about it. I never. Jesus Christ, dropped my thing. I never thought that about this actual show, but it actually does it so freaking damn well. Like it gives you so much more insight. It just doesn't tell you, oh, it's just another sport. It tells you the more personal things behind it, because sport does have personal things behind it as well. It's not just a person getting out on court or getting out on, I don't know, the ice and just kind of just going forward and going, yeah, I'm going to do the best I can possibly do. It's always something personal going on behind closed doors. It's what certain animes don't do. They don't tell you what's going on personally with that person. It just doesn't do anything. And I'm glad that Shogi in real life actually has the exact same thing. It's amazing. It's just one of the things. So when sports do it, it's just not. Again, all sports have it. It just depends on the person, I guess. Like it's one of those things. Some people might just see it's a sport and just nothing else, like paycheck and that's it. Other people might have some personal thing behind it, and it's so exquisitely done. Like it's just one of those things. And when sports do that, I love it. But yeah, all in all, freaking phenomenal episode. It's a phenomenal anime. Like I just love it to bits. I can't help it, but I love Kyoko. I can't help it. I kind of really like her as a character because she just brings so much to the anime. Like, she just overtakes the whole entire scene. She commands that scene. She commands every single scene that she's ever in. It's kind of, when you think about it, she almost takes a role of Rain away from him and actually kind of becomes protagonist. Like, almost. But it's a problem. You're meant to hate her, but you can't help but not like her. It's just she's so kind of in a way different that you just can't help but like her. I'm kind of like, damn it! Like, why are you doing this to me, anime? Same thing with Kira as well. Kira's the exact same problem. You're meant to hate him, but you can't help but love him. Like it's when an anime does that with a villain or a character you're meant to hate. It's when it kind of becomes slightly more human. Like. Sometimes I see this very often in shows. They will give you a villain that just kind of feels like you've seen it all before. You've seen it just kind of like, oh, okay, freaking hell, like, yeah, that's Ray. That's the other thing. It's just Ray is guilty as well. Is the other thing, but it's just I mean, it's just she feels human. She feels realistic. She doesn't feel like phone's not watching now to go off. Yeah, but it's just she's human. She's realistic. She's a character you would imagine to be in real life. She isn't just kind of like, hey, I'm like the most kind of out there character in the universe. She's not like that at all. She's completely human. It kind of makes you kind of almost like her a little bit more. Because again, sometimes a show will just give you someone you don't kind of want to kind of feel like, why are you? Well, let's reiterate that. A show might just give you a villain or a character that you just kind of sit there and go, I've seen this all before, done so much better. Why are you even here? To fill an archetype, it's a major thing. But she doesn't. She kind of she brings so much more. She brings so much more to the scene than whether she's in it. It's kind of amazing. Like she kind of says those things and she just gets beneath your skin. You're like kind of like, like it hits you really hard. You're like, damn. Like what she's saying is freaking like wow. Like last week when was it week before? I think it might be the week before when she kind of said about the old bloke, like you're putting out an old dog, like you put an old dog to rest. That whole entire thing, you just kind of went, holy crap! Like you just kind of made Ray just to kind of almost as if he's gonna kill someone. Like it's just, I don't know. She just does it. She just does it for me. She's amazing. I love her to bits. Hate her, but I love her at the same time. It's just I don't know how to feel. She conflicts me. I don't know. But yeah, exquisitely done. This anime is fracking phenomenal. But yeah, so probably what I might do is I might move Occultic 9 to tomorrow and kind of do it that way. I might just do Overlord chapter 21, I think it is tomorrow. do that and also Cultic 9 and probably move Gundam catch-up day to Monday. So that'd just be how it is done. Tuesday I might bring back Medaka Box. And then so on and so forth. I think every single thing starts finishing by Wednesday. So yeah. I don't know, but anyway. That's how probably my schedule goes. And the metaphor she painted wouldn't be too far if Brave wasn't the person that he is. Yeah, it's true. I don't know. I love her. I think everything she says is completely valid. Though she's a complete arsehole when she says certain things, it's almost like it's valid. Like it's kind of like it's true in a way when you think about it. Just I don't know. She's really well written and really well voiced as well. Anyhow, enough. My throat is gonna die. Okay, so with all that said, I've indeed been a drive. If you have enjoyed this live stream as a whole, when you do want to leave a like, then do leave a like because indeed it does help me quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here and you want to leave a sub, then do leave a sub because indeed it does help me quite a bit. But until tomorrow with a Cultic 9 Overlord and Monday with good old Gundams, see you guys later.